Hey everybody, welcome back to Xpert Skin. Today we're going to be doing an underarm wax. This will be her fourth wax since she started waxing. So let's get started and talk about what you're going to need for this service. Various sizes of wax sticks and wax strips, tweezers and your gloves, and of course baby powder and baby oil to help remove any excess wax. So let's get started. This is her left underarm, and as always, I like to check the underarm to make sure there's no issues with it. She does have a little bit of a breakout, but it's not a big deal because it's not in really the area where we're going to be waxing. I always like to check which direction the hair is growing because remember, that does make a big difference when you wax. I'm going to have her reach up and hold the fleshy part of her breast and pull away from her underarm so I get a nice taut pull. And that's important as well. The taunter the skin, the better the wax is going to be when it comes to waxing. And of course, I'm going to split her underarm into 2 to 3 sections because of the hair growth. Half of her underarm is growing up and the other half is growing down. So you always want to check that out, and it'll make your life so much easier while you're waxing. So I'm going to apply a thin layer of wax. You want it to be really thin. And then I'm going to break it up into 2 sections because it sometimes makes it a little less painful for the client. And then we're going to pull, and I'm going to always use my wax strip. Now you can see all the hairs that we got up. I'm always going to use my wax strip to remove any excess wax on the body. And that goes for anywhere that I wax. Face, underarm, bikini, Brazilian. And you see we get lots of a good chunk of underarm hair up at one time. And that's ideally what we're going for. Now we're going to do the other section of wax of underarm. It's growing down, so you see I'm going to apply it downwards. And I'm going to try to avoid that little breakout that she has, because you don't want to wax over any sort of breakout or irritation in the skin or anything like that. I will tell the client that they are not a candidate for waxing if they have anything going on with their underarms or anything going on with their skin in general. And you're going to see me bounce around to different directions because that is the way the hair is growing. And you want to apply the strip for a good 10 seconds or so you get a nice adhesion and you get a voila, a nice big chunk of hair. We remove the roots at the same time. And that is why it is so important to follow the direction of hair growth. You want to apply wax with the hair growth, and you want to pull the wax strip off against the hair growth, staying close to the skin. And you see we got some really good chunks of hair up. We got almost all of it. I'm going to have to come in and fine tune with the tweezers and maybe some more wax if I see an area where I just kind of missed and the hairs are very fine and thin. This is usually when I bring out my magnifying glass as well, and I will look at their underarm through the magnifying glass just so I can make sure I got all the hairs. You always want your client to leave happy. They came in for a hair removal. You want to remove all of the hair, right? It's how you get your repeat clients when you're working at a spa or your own business. So I'm just going to remove any of the areas that I thought I saw some long stragglers, and then probably tweeze a little bit here just to remove any of the few leftover hairs. Because remember, you don't want to go over and over an area. You only want to do it one time. So hers actually came out really good. I didn't have to tweeze anymore. Now I'm going to show you a before and after. And here we go. So here was her before shot with her nice bushy underarms. And the after shot is right here, nice and smooth. I call them porn star pits because it looks like you have no hair there, right? Let's move on to the right underarm. Now this underarm, on this side, she does have a skin tag. So I'm going to steer clear of that skin tag. I'm going to have her pull her skin taut for me. I'm going to apply some powder. And of course, I've already looked to make sure which direction her hair is going, but I'm also checking out any of those little breakouts that she might have, which is common. We get them from, rubbing under the arms. When you sweat, you work out a lot, you might get a little tiny bump under the skin. It usually goes away in a couple days. You don't want to pick them, you don't want to pop them, you don't want to do anything like that. And this part, I'm going to use that skin tag as my guide, and I'm going to break up the underarm all around that skin tag because I don't want to wax over it. You never want to wax over any skin tags, moles, birthmarks even. You want to be really mindful of how the skin is different in that area. So I applied the wax. Now I'm going to remove. And we got a nice big chunk on that. And ideally, that's what you want to see. When you do an underarm wax, you want to get a good chunk of hair up in one pull. And that way, you've done it correctly. You've gone with all that hair growth in that direction, and you removed it all in one big swoop. And that's what you ideally want to see. Look at all that hair we got up. And we want the roots. The reason why we apply wax with the hair growth and remove opposite from the hair growth is because we want to pull out the hair follicle. The whole benefit of waxing is to remove the hair at the root, and that way your hair thins out over time. That's why when the hair grows back, it's thinner and finer. When we shave, we're just nicking the hair off at the skin level, and it's always the same hair growing, and it gets thicker and stronger as we get older, and that hair follicle stays in that follicle, that hair shaft. So that's ideally why we want to wax. We want to remove the hair at the root, and then it grows back thinner and finer. And if you've ever waxed yourself, you know what I'm talking about. The hair does grow back thinner and finer. And it's because when we remove that hair growth, the follicle has to rebuild and redo itself and regrow a hair. So the hair is always thinner and finer because we're basically traumatized the hair follicle by pulling it out, essentially. So here I'm just going to work in small sections to work around that skin tag that she has and get all the areas I didn't get the first time. I kind of been just piecing it all together. And you're going to see me go in with a smaller strip here. That way I have a little bit better control. I do like to use different size strips. I find that to make you use less product, and it saves you some money. But it also, it gives you better control while you're waxing. So I find that to be very important. And now she's just got a little strip left with wax. I'm going to remove that with one of my small strips. And then I'm going to come in and fine tune it. Tweeze a little bit. And honestly, it doesn't hurt your client when you're tweezing at this time because you've already kind of pulled the hair and pulled the skin and they're already a little loose, so when you come in with tweezers, they don't even really feel anything. So don't be afraid to come at them with tweezers, and of course always ask your client, hey, can I tweeze out these leftover hairs? And they'll probably say, yeah, totally, please do so. I'm going to dot with the wax on a few of these areas that are on the edges and remove any of those little stragglers that I see. Always working against the direction of the hair so we can pull it up. And being really mindful of that skin tag, super important. And I find using the wax strip to remove excess wax, I find that just to be more helpful. And especially when it comes to like a facial wax, you don't want to put anything on their skin, oil or anything on their upper lip to remove excess wax when you can just grab the strip and push it on the skin and remove the wax. And that way you can just use a little bit of witch hazel. Of course, I do on the body, I do use baby oil, and it doesn't seem to clog the pores. It seems to be just fine. It's really when people are using those other ingredients that come with the waxing kits. Like, oh, wax remover, it came with my kit, and it usually has a bunch of chemicals in it and some vitamin E and all sorts of other good beneficial things they say for your skin. But when it comes down to it, the plainer and the more basic the product is and less ingredients is going to be better when your skin is open and fresh from a wax. So that's how I always recommend witch hazel afterwards, for anywhere on the face and underarms, and then maybe some baby oil for body, never for the face. So here I am going through just removing any of those stragglers with my tweezers. And I think I saw some really light hairs that I missed on the edges that I really wanted to get. This is where I recommend getting your mag light out and you can see everything you've missed, See, there was a couple little hairs there. Little tiny, thin, fine ones, but people want those removed. They don't want them left behind. A little more fine tuning with the tweezers. I spend more time tweezing their underarm than I do the actual wax part. As you can see, the wax part was fairly quick. If you're following the hair growth pattern, it's really about just getting all the little ones that are possibly missed. And you won't get all of them up every time. You will have to kind of fine tune it and tweeze it, because the hairs are growing at different levels. So there's some that are going to be a little shorter and some that are going to be a little longer. So there you go. She's all finished. I'm going to bring up a before and after so you guys can see everything. But it came out really well. She's really happy with her underarm waxing. She really likes to have the hair grow back in. It's nice and light, So there's the bushy underarm, and next is the clean one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this. If you are a waxer yourself, please leave me a comment below, or if you wax your underarms, I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, guys.